there. Right, okay, it's a bit of a surprise. I thought I'd do a little impromptu live. A little bit gloomy on this side. Got a little lamp there. Just showing some of the techniques I used at the class on the weekend for different ways of using the Hooray to You Big Happy Birthday. This is such a brilliant little stamp set. It's great because it gives you a really nice focal point for the front of the card, and as I'm going to show you now, you can do a few different little techniques with it. So I'm just going to do them on here. Now what would have been really sensible, wouldn't it, if I'd had the cards from the weekend. Let's see. No. So it was so impromptu, basically. I mean, I hadn't thought about it at all. But never mind. Okay, so I'm going to show you on here. So first of all, it just stamps really beautifully. So let's just do a straight all over. I'm using the Magenta Madness here. Okay, and there you go. Just lovely clear impressions, and you can colour in some of the little flowers if you want to. So the other thing I also didn't prepare is a way of cleaning my stamp. So, that's chamois. I should use my usual then, the high-tech stamp cleaning version. Stamp it off. Now there's impromptu and completely unprepared, and I think this one falls into the latter category. Okay, so the next sort of slightly more complicated, but I would hesitate to say even that, is using a couple of ink colours. Actually, I don't want to do the Blackberry Bliss with this one. I'm going to do Mango Melody and my Magenta Madness. And for this one, I'm literally just stamping, whoops, a little bit over halfway up. And then with the other ink pad, I'm just going to take and do and roughly meet them in the middle. And then you just flip it over. And there you go. Oh, didn't ink my yellow very well there, did I? Let's try that again. There you are. And it is wise to always start with your lighter colour, because getting a little bit of a light colour on the dark ink pad is not going to matter as much as the other way around. So you can see I've got a little bit where it's mixed there, which I think is quite nice. So you get almost a three-tone effect with that. So that's really cute, really simple to do with whatever you've got at home. So the next one is, which way around should we do this? As I've got my Magenta Madness, I'm going to do Magenta Madness again. And then this time, I'm going to take, oh my goodness, it's gone stiff, piece of trusty sponge. Now I have seen some people with, you know, a piece of sponge and a little label on for every colour they have. I tend to just grab a bit of sponge and use it and use it over and over again, because once the ink's dry, it doesn't matter what colour you put on top. And for this one, I'm just dabbing my Blackberry Bliss around, roughly around the middle there. Put a bit more on there. There you are. And again, it's quite a subtle effect, but you can just see the slight difference in colour in the middle. Just gives it a little bit of dimension, which I think is quite nice. I do like that one. Right, next one, this is the penultimate one I'm going to show, uses the Stampin' Right markers. Okay, and the marker pens are brilliant. for applying straight to stamps. So I'm literally going to call out the happy birthday in Bermuda Bay. Now this has to be water-based inks because they're the only ones that stay wet enough for you to have time to do all of this. And you know, you couldn't use your Stampin' blends because the alcohol in it, literally they just dry on contact, don't they? So you could do a nice job of colouring in your stamps, but you wouldn't be able to use it to actually transfer that image back to paper. Right, so that's my happy birthday. And then I've got my Blackberry Bliss, and I'm just going to, obviously if you wanted to you could do individual flowers, different colours, but I'm just going for like a really quick demo here. Do the string. A little bit of care in the middle so I don't get over the letters, but obviously because our stamps are so lovely and deeply cut, it actually makes it quite easy doing this sort of thing. There you are. Now there's one very important thing to remember to do when you're using this technique, straight to markers, straight to the your ink pad, and that is to huff. So just to sort of make it a little bit wetter again, I guess, in case it's dried out a bit, we literally huff all over it. Now, not something to do if you're doing a COVID-19 aware class. To not be huffing on other people's stamps for sure. There you go. So a big huff on there. And there you are, and there you can see you get a really nice two-tone effect. Now obviously I had quite a lot of can you see, I managed to contaminate my pen a little bit there, but actually I quite like that colour because I'd left my Blackberry Bliss on my ink pad, on my stamp. There you are. So we've got straight stamping, no technique at all, bit of half and half. Then we've got inked up in one colour, sponged with another. This one is taking markers straight to it. And then I've got one final one, which I'm thinking I will do in Blackberry Bliss because that's my darkest one, so I won't contaminate any of my other ink pads. And then I've got some of the all-purpose shimmer ink here, with a bit of a shake in Champagne Mist. This would also work really nicely with the it's something, is it, maybe it's just called Frost, something Frost, anyway. And I got the tiniest amounts. I've put it on my sponge and then basically wiped most of it off, and whoa, nearly poured it all over my desk. And then I'm literally just dabbing it on top, so you can just see there. Dabbed it over the ink. Oh, look at that, it's so pretty. And you can then just stamp down. Ooh, I might have moved it a little bit then. So, oh my goodness, that's lovely. I'm going to stand up so if I can see this working on the camera. There. There. That gives a lovely, lovely shimmery effect. I kind of forgot about this shimmer paint and found it when I was tidying up. Really pleased to see it's still in the catalogue, so I can still carry on using it. So there you go. That's a really, really pretty effect. And I am going to be applying that to some snowflakes, I reckon. I think that would be lovely. Okay, so there you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different techniques. And these work well with lots of other stamps as well. But a nice, big one like this with some detail works especially well. There you are. So I hope you enjoyed my little impromptu video there. And I am sharing all of the photos from the weekend anyway on the page, so you should be able to find those quite easily. And that's it. So thanks for joining me or watching later. Oh, I see Brenda found me. Hello, and Francis. Awesome. But yes, and I'll be back online very soon. Thank you very much.